So one of my favorite character development of all time is a character that has been through both despair and tragedy. A character that has played both of the roles as a protagonist and an antagonist. Someone who went from attacking Titans to attacking people. Eren Yeager. But how did this rebel teen come to be a man who will commit the very atrocities that he so used to despise? Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Kvishisious, and today we'll be diving into the minds of one of my favorite characters to come from Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager. So let's begin. Eren Yeager was born in the Shiganshin district at the south region of Wall Maria. There he lived with both his parents, Kvishisious Yeager and Karla Yeager. As a child, he lived most of his days playing with Armin and Mikasa, his two childhood best friends. But even as a child, Eren had a sense of rebellion within him. Eren always wanted to know what it was like on the other side of the wall. That's why he looked up to the Servant Corps as much as he did. The Servant Corps was the embodiment of Eren's spirit. They were willing to fight against both the Titans and the persecution from the citizens within the wall. That is why Eren looked up to them as a role model, as a kid. Eren's mother, Karla, didn't want Eren to join the Scouts, and the very thought of putting him at any kind of risk would make her upset. Whenever Eren would get in fights, his mother would constantly warn him to stop fighting, and he should be focusing on protecting his friends and families, rather than Mikasa saving him all the time. She wanted him to live a peaceful life, but his father, Kvishisious, was different. He told Eren to fight. This is where his parents played like a role of morality in his life. His mother wanted peace, and his father wanted to fight. But once the Titans attacked and Wall Maria fell, it left a little to no options of peace when it came to Eren Yeager. A few years went by, and Eren joined the Scout Regiment and graduated 5th of his class. Having this, Eren felt like now that he had training, friends, and reliable allies, Eren felt like he was ready to take on the Titans. So he thought. When the Titans attacked, Eren and his friends quickly fell to the monsters they were trained to fight. Slowly, one by one, all of his friends was eaten, and he was left there, rotting, inside of the enemy's body. Feeling helpless and weak, this awakens Eren's power, the Titan that was given to him by his father, the Attack Titan. The Scouts used Eren's Titans to fight, learn, and eventually take back the walls from the Titans. Things were looking better for Eren and his friends. But when one problem is resolved, another dormants behind closed doors. Being a Titan didn't really have much of an effect on Eren's well-being. I mean, besides training, he barely spoke to her much at all. But it is when he was betrayed by Reiner and Berthold is when we start seeing him change. This is when Eren's target for hatred shifted from the Titans to Reiner and Berthold, when finding out that they was the ones who destroyed the walls. Eren used to look up to Reiner. He was like an older brother to him, and Reiner could find Eren with himself as well. Reiner wasn't number one in his class at Marley, despite trying his best to become a hero so that one day his father would look up to him proudly. He was only chosen to be an armor titan because of Marco. When Eren is captured by Reiner and Berthold is when we see him feeling helpless again. The scouts attempted to rescue Eren, but in the process many lives were lost just trying to save him. He felt hurt. He felt helpless. But most of all, he felt weak. This is when we first see Eren get extremely lucky and has a chance to use the power of the Founding Titans to save everyone. To be fair, Eren only got captured in the first place because he listened to his team and stayed near the wall like they wanted him to. If he didn't, he might not have been captured at all. We see this again though when fighting the female Titan. Eren listened to his comrades and Levi when they tell him not to turn to a Titan and to believe in them instead. So he listens. He chose to believe in his friends, and as a result, they all died but Levi. The third time he had to choose between trusting his own powers and his friends is when he was captured by the royal family and was supposed to be eaten by Krista. Krista and Eren, along with all his other friends, were going to be squashed in the cave. Eren had a choice to either go along with his friend's plan to escape or believe in his own powers. In the end, Eren chose to use his own powers and was actually able to save everyone within the cave. The very last time, but most crucial event that changes Eren was when Armin almost died. Armin had devised a plan to distract the Colossal Titan and have Eren take Berthold away from the Colossal. So Eren listens and followed Armin's plan. He got Berthold, but in doing so, almost lost Armin's life. All throughout Eren's life, he's been oppressed. He had to fight against something. There's always been something he had to fight against. He had to fight against Titans who invade his home, the old Paradise Island's government, the royal family, and even his old former friends. And now, he has to take on the world and every country that despises the Eldians and wants Paradise Island gone. All he's been doing his whole life, all he knows is to fight. 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 From seasons 2 and 3, you can kind of guess where I'm going with this, and why I think he's doing the things he's doing now. This is all because Eren has no one really to trust but himself. Anytime he did rely on someone else, someone he loved would run the risk of being killed. This is why he distanced himself from his friends right now, and he's trying to make them hate him so that way they wouldn't try to come and save him. Notice that when he does ask his friends for help, Sasha, one of Eren's closest friends, dies. He laughs, but not comically, but rather insanely, because he's thinking that it doesn't matter how much work he puts in, how much he tries. As soon as he asks for help, someone he loves dies. Also, pay close attention in the fight. He's clearly in a lot of danger, but despite this, still throws himself recklessly out in the front lines so that his friends doesn't have to be there. Before the attack, when Eren talked to Reiner, I believe he wanted to clarify why Reiner attacked the walls, and if it was actually necessary for him to do so, or to see if Reiner was somehow forced to do it. Eren didn't go back for revenge, because when Reiner asks him, "Is this what you mean by going to make us suffer the worst possible way?" Eren vaguely remembers saying that. It is when Reiner tells Eren that he did it because he wanted to become a warrior, a hero, that is when Eren goes through with his plan. In Eren's eye, Reiner could have never been a Titan and could have lived a different life. He wasn't really forced to be a Titan at all. Eren attacks Marley for two main reasons. One, to get Zeke. Two, is to weaken Marley's military. Because as you know, Marley has one of the strongest militaries in the world. And by destroying the Navy and the commanders, it will greatly weaken Marley. After the attack on Marley, Reiner gives Eren a look filled with hatred. And all Eren does is give him back a look of empathy. Because he knows that same look he once had as well. And he knows how it's like to have a great loss. That's also why at the end of season 4, Eren expects Reiner to come back for him for revenge, and now sees his past self within Reiner. Now, I haven't read ahead of the manga because I've been watching this anime for well over 10 years, so you best believe I'm gonna wait it out. But my theory is that I think Eren is just using Zeke to get what he wants, and he might use the power to create like a small little attack on Marley to deter other countries from attacking Paradise Island. Or, I don't know, maybe he's going along with Zeke's plan. Or maybe it's worse than he thought.